How's it going, everybody? So, I've always been a Star Wars fan. You can probably tell by my Star Wars Episode 3 on the Xbox, because why would anybody else have that? But until today, with this little bad boy right here, I've never really been able to become a true Jedi, because my only two options were one of these or one of these. However, we're going to be putting these two to rest, because you can more than likely tell by the title, and I'm sure it's obvious. I bought an Ultrasabers Dark Initiate V2. But what you didn't know, because I only talk about one in the title, I also bought one for my fiance. It is in here, and we will not be checking it out because it's the exact same thing with a shorter blade and a different color. But I'm trying to find a good place to cut it in while I talk about my experience with Star Wars. Now, I am, at the time of this video's upload, about 19, right? So I didn't grow up with the original trilogy, and I'm really glad that I didn't grow up with the sequel trilogy. But instead, I grew up with probably the best trilogy, in my honest opinion. And now that may just very well be because I love Anakin Skywalker so much. Or it could be
because of Obi-wan.
But no, it's just a good franchise, and I'm very biased because I grew up with it. But I really genuinely love the prequel trilogy, and with, you know, help from things like Ultrasabers, other, you know, lightsaber manufacturers, Saber Forge, or even ones that we've done ourselves, because my friend and I are making lightsaber props for a movie. Which, here's a little segue before we actually get into the unboxing of the box itself. If you guys would like to submit a lightsaber design for a chance of it getting picked by one of the actors in the movie, be sure to submit those down below. There will probably be you can email them to me. It doesn't have to be, you know, a Picasso drawing, just a well enough diagram so we know what we're dealing with. But until then, we get to look at what's inside here. Maybe. Okay, I finally got it open. That was way more difficult than it needed to be. I'm not sure whose lightsaber is whose by... Ooh! Okay, there we go. And here is the instructions. And I don't think there's nothing else in there. So, before we go any further, we do have some inserts. Just a little pamphlet talking about thank you for choosing Ultrasabers. Since I got a standard battery set up, please use, you know, I'm probably going to switch these out eventually into rechargeable AA battery or AAA batteries, because the non-rechargeable ones are a pain, because they can then fry your saber because they're alkaline and not NIM, but whatever. And then we also got 3 Ultrasabers business cards if you want to give those to your friends, and our 2 lightsabers. Now, you can probably tell that my fiance's is the small one on the bottom. That could be taken out of context. That could be taken out of context. Please, Twitter, do not cancel me. I'm gonna speed through me opening this, so I'll be back. So, I now have them both. No way! Okay, so, for a little bit of backstory, I'm gonna have to rewrap hers. But when you buy the lightsabers, you have a choice between a guarded AV switch and 2 just normal, non-illuminated AV switches, which are about $15 a piece on their own. And I chose the guarded AV switch because it was free. That's just the one it comes with. And I don't know if you guys can see it. I'll obviously get close-ups of this as I'm talking about it. But I think because it took so long for us to get them, because it took an extra amount of time that I was not expecting. So I guess as like a thank you for service and an apology for service, they gave us both the actual AV switches. Now hers is in Consular Green, which I'm not sure how well it's going to pick up on camera because I obviously can't see the camera. And mine is in, oh, that is pretty. It's in Sunrider's Destiny. Now, side by side, these are gorgeous. I actually love these lightsabers already, and I'm just now opening them. I'm going to set hers down. I'm going to re-wrap hers once I get done with this video because this is being shipped to her. I'm actually really happy about that. Wow! Because these were not mystery sabers. Usually people will get initiate sabers from the giveaways that they have going on or whatever. But I actually picked 2 initiate sabers for us because we have small hands. This is me holding it as a 2-handed saber, and I've still got, I can hold it down here and still, fully, do my thing. But I got Ultra Edge on both of them. Hers is an Ultra Edge. No way! Okay, I bought Ultra Edge mid-grade for her because it was just the one it came with. But, as you can tell, they gave us Ultra Edge heavy grades on both of them. So we didn't have to pay. I bought heavy grade for mine because I intend on, dueling with this a lot. Because this is going to be the one that we use as the movie prop. And the one that I actually, learn lightsaber forms with because I'm a nerd. But this one, she was just going to have, and we were only going to use it when we were together. Which is going to be a little bit. But hers was supposed to be a mid-grade, but they gave us heavy grade, which is actually really cool. I'm not going to mess with hers. I'm going to take mine and show, the blade and all that, and as I'm looking at the blade for myself, I'm going to do, a close-up of the blade itself, in post. But, yeah, just going back to the story about my Star Wars journey, I was a prequel kid, and I'm perfectly okay with admitting that, because I love the prequels. The prequels are the best Star Wars trilogy, and you literally cannot, oh, the retention screw fell out. That ain't good. Let's just put that right there, and, oh, it's double retention screwed in now. Look out, they went and did some upgrades here at the Ultrasabers house, because it used to be a singular retention screw, which I'm kind of glad that there's 2, because with 1, there's a higher chance of it coming out. With 2, it is harder to, if you're doing it as a prop, it's harder to resheath. If you're starting it off and you want to have it undone and then you have to go through the effort of having to screw on 2. But I think that's better because it is more security. And now we actually get to look at the blade, which that is sturdy. Go back in there. The blade film is no longer glued in there. Oh dear. So the only way I can duel with this is if I've got the, wow, shocker, the only way you can duel with the lightsaber is if you've got the blade in the lightsaber? Whoa, who would have thought, right? But I'm going to give you guys a close-up now. And as you can see, it is a very thick-walled saber because these are made out of polycarbonate, which is the same stuff, riot shields and all are made out of. And the reason for that is so that you can duel with them and not worry about them breaking like what happened with this one. I'm pretty sure you can tell on camera, but right here, I decided it would be a good idea to film a stunt video against a Saberforged lightsaber. Needless to say, that didn't go over so well whatsoever. Also, I lost the retention screw. I got it. Now, you might be saying, Brayden, you probably should not have undone the retention screw the entire way. But here's the thing, Mr. Commenter, because I know somebody's going to comment about it. You're not my mom. Also, I didn't think about it because I thought that that was the only retention screw, and I thought the other one was for keeping the LED in place, which it isn't. The way that this is being lit up is by two LEDs inside. One of them is a consular green, and the other one I think is either Arctic blue or Guardian blue, which of course consular green is this, and Guardian blue is this. Ish, somewhat close, but this is a mix of both of those, obviously teal. For hers, I had bought a 24-inch mid-grade Ultra Edge because green and green colors look amazing in Ultra Edge on camera. I'm not sure how well it's picking up right now because I'm in a completely lit room with ceiling fan and 3 studio lights, but we are going to go outside and do some testing with this one because, like I said, as soon as I'm done filming here, this one is being put up. Overall, I am extremely happy with how this came out because, again, I wasn't expecting to pay, or I wasn't expecting to get the Ultra Edge heavy grade on hers, and I wasn't expecting to get the guarded switches for both of them, or the non-illuminated AV switches. I was not expecting that whatsoever. And then what you can do is you can unscrew the pommel. Don't ask me where this came from, but you can unscrew the pommel, and usually when you swing it, they fixed it a lot. It used to rattle a lot in the hilt when you swung it, but I'm sure since we got the AV switch, yeah, they actually put a chassis in it. There we go. They did hot glue the batteries in, which is an issue, but it's fine because I'm going to be undoing them anyways later on down the road. The battery case that they have in there now actually fits very snugly, so there's no rattling when you're doing it, which that was an issue I heard on previous Ultrasabers, was that it would come, rattling. And that is my least favorite sound in the world. I know you guys can't hear it, but it's like the metal on metal screwing in. I can't stand it. But it's fine. What I probably should have done in hindsight, which, hindsight is 2020. No puns about it being 2020, but what I did was I bought 2 separate Dark Initiate V2s. What I didn't realize is I could buy the couplered version Phantom Initiate V2, and it actually comes with a coupler, 2 fully built lightsabers, and I could get both of them with the 32-inch blades like over here for actually cheaper. I think it was like $10 or $15 cheaper, and then you wouldn't have to pay extra for the coupler itself. This is what it looks like. This is the Dark Initiate V2 in Sunrider's Destiny, because I did a ton of lightsaber personality tests, because lightsaber color is chosen by the user's force power. Also, that's actually really cool. Sorry, I'm looking in the actual lens of my camera, and the lens separated the colors. So on this side of the camera, it's showing it green, and on this side, it's blue. That's really cool. Anyways, outside time. So, as you see, it's not super dark out here. However, it is dark enough for me to show the actual, saber in what would be perfect filming conditions if you're wanting to just do like a no special effects saber thing. And I know the audio is probably garbage. I'm going to try my best to subtitle this. So usually, people's main issue with the Ultra Edge heavy grades in specific, like it doesn't even have to be Ultra Edge, it can be the regular heavy grades. People don't like the way that the glow is. However, I have absolutely no problem with it. Like, it feels really good. One-handed, it's a little bit heavy, just because it is the heaviest grade saber blade. Two-handed, I don't see a real issue with it. I'm just testing it out now because, like I said, I am going to be using this for a movie, and I just need to make sure that it is a good quality, like good whatever, to see if it's going to fatigue me, which it probably will, because I'd say it's about 3 to 5 pounds because I did, again, get the smallest hilt. I like it. It's really, really smooth flowing. I'm trying to do like some Jedi lightsaber tricks. Of course, I haven't had an actual lightsaber to try the obi-wan with, so I can't do it. I can do like the signature Jedi poses, right? Like the Anakin from Episode 3, the Obi-Wan from Episode 3. If you can't tell, I like Episode 3. I'm not sure how it looks on camera. In real life, though, this is gorgeous. Like, I don't think I could have imagined it better. Of course, it's going to look even better once it gets pitch black outside, but I live in Texas, and it's already 9 o'clock? Yeah, it's 9 o'clock, and this is 9 p.m. in Texas, everybody. This is 9 p.m. in Texas. So, I mean, it's not, you know, it's not going to be that dark anytime soon, unless I wanted to go filming at 10 p.m. And noise curfew here is like 10 p.m. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, be sure to smash the like button down below. Support is always appreciated. I am trying to branch out and do more reviews, different types of reviews other than just games and gamer subs. Actually, like, I'm really looking forward to see how this review turns out. But until then, thank you so much for watching, and I'm gonna try and be General Grievous using one lightsaber because I don't have enough additions to my collection.